Hey guys, it's Clint and Chelle.
Hi guys.
She's in the living room doing other stuff. She's working on the traveler's notebooks. So I just thought we're both kind of, yeah. So I kind of thought, well, we'd continue with my sew and flip on the cover. I did spend a few minutes and I was like, well, I take a few scraps and maybe piece them together and then go from there. So that's what I was doing while I was, whoops. So I got, other than that, been watching the Olympics and took a long nap yesterday. I slept in Pa's chair and me and little buddy took a nap together. I think I slept almost 3 hours, which is, I took a muscle relaxer because the week was pretty rough, so it was kind of nice to, I thought, well, I'd take that and, try to at least get feeling a little bit better. But it was a good week. It's just a very tiring week. But other than that, not much else is going on. Like I said, I've been watching the Olympics. I really enjoyed Olympics. So remember, I've watched Olympics since I was a little kid. I've always liked them. I'm not as much into Summer Olympics as I am to the Winter Olympics. But I've been enjoying, I watched BMX riding this morning a little bit, and archery, which I don't usually get to watch. I love archery. But I can't do it anymore. So it was been fun just to kind of watch and cheer on our country. I do have a tendency to, I'm one that, I root for America, of course, but I also think that, whoever wins deserves it, as long as they're not doping or anything like that. So, sometimes I'll root for the Netherlands and Canada, but since I have Dutch ancestry in me, I do root for the Netherlands quite a bit. But I was watching, I really enjoyed the archery. I always loved shooting, but I just never could. I just got with feeling so bad, it just was too much for my body to handle. So, it's kind of neat. I like that. Now I was looking at this thinking, while I was in the living room, thinking, how to see what I can do with some of these scraps I've got. How can I make them work? And that was my thought process. Some of it I was having a little bit of an issue trying to figure this out, because I wanted to make sure I had the right angle to. So I took a few scraps that I had, and like this one, it's got all different ones in it, so I thought, well, I'd sew a piece of white to it and stuff. Just willy-nilly. But not much is going on today. I'm going to try to work on the Banny's pin and see if I can get them out. Let them out and have fun. They're doing really good. It's funny, the bigger Bannies, not the Banny babies, but the other ones have, I go in and get their eggs, but their eggs are behind the coop part of it. But lately, last few times I've been out, there's 2 or 3 eggs right next against the door. So they've been sitting on the thing and laying their eggs right there. It's quite funny to see where we find them. I am going to plan on letting the bigger chickens out sometime. Let me grab me a paper towel real quick. Let them forage. I'm going to let the goats, we've had the goat pen closed and let them go into the other field, but since we've been having all the rain, I've been letting the part they haven't been in, I've been letting it grow with all the rain. So we've got a lot of green grass for them. So I'm going to, after I do my video, I'll go do chores and let the goats out, and then bought chicken food and stuff for the big chickens. But I'll probably, I don't let them out unless the goats are in. And with the door open, I probably won't let them out until later on, because the goats will get into the chicken pen if they have a chance to. But that's kind of what I'm thinking today. Today is, I just saw it, the anniversary of the Big Thompson flood. I've talked about it a little bit. Dad and I were up the day before it happened, and I was only 8 years old, so it really affected me. I'm not a big a fan on rivers and water, and I know that's the reason why. But yeah, today's the anniversary, so it was 1976. So it's kind of, you know, I was watching the news on my iPad since I was in here, and they brought it up. I was thinking, oh, I could have done the day without hearing that, but you know, it's something that happened. But yeah, it's always really affected me really bad. So I try to take a little bit off. It's not quite straight. Kind of want to make it straight. Not that I don't think about it. We've had a lot of flooding lately, and around in that area, so it's kind of, you know, let's see here, how am I want to be able to, that piece I didn't need, let me just cut this piece off right here, make it straight. There we go. You never know how it's going to turn out, you know. I mean, by all rights, I should have done it right here. That way I don't have any weird angles trying to, yeah, that's better, trying to figure out. Yeah, but other than that, it's going to be, probably end up taking a nap. Of course, Doc told me I'm supposed to take naps. I do, you know, Chelle and I wake up very early, and she kind of said, well, she asked how many hours I'm sleeping, and I don't really sleep tons of hours. I usually sleep about 5 or 6, but she told me that she wants me to try to take naps as often as I can, so I'm able to get our recommended sleep. So that's what I've been. Of course, I was taking naps before she told us. That just gave me an excuse, because sometimes naps, I feel almost like I'm sleeping away my life, you know, and I know I shouldn't feel that way, but sometimes it's hard not to. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm just gluing on this cutting mat. Obviously, I'm in the kitchen, if you guys have been with me for very long. Been trying to, yeah, I'll probably, yeah, I'll do that. Try to do stuff before it gets too warm. I'm going to go ahead and probably try to take out the lathe, and we're going to see friends we haven't really spent time with lately. The youngest one is in town and invited us to just spend some time, have a dinner with them. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. So I probably won't do any of the blanks today, but I'll try to work on them tomorrow, so I'm able to get some ink blenders in the store. But I really want to make sure that it's not raining too much or anything. I don't want to ruin it, obviously. I think I need a new blade. I gotta find my blades for that thing. bought the sharpener from the Grace Company, Grace Quilting Company, which is who makes this. And it works good, but that, I don't know how old that blade is in my rotary cutter, but I think it's pretty old, so I really need a new one. But I've used it for a long time, and it does work. That sharpener really does work. It's on the table, and you guys probably know I've got a lot of crap on the table right now, so I'm trying to find it. We'll have to, I think Chelle was going to show you pictures of the, wasn't she going to show them pictures of the box truck? Box truck of the overpass. The picture that got stuck. Well, where we, she's gonna put a link. What you guys know about our misadventure, which it was fun no matter what. But yeah, there was an accident, not an accident, an incident a while back. Hasn't been very long ago. A couple of weeks. We had some moron in a box truck decided he would follow his GPS instead of actually using his head, and he went up overpass where we did. Yeah, the moron. But anyhow, they showed a picture of it, and he actually got stuck where we did, but he was in a box truck, and I'm thinking, yeah, he's not the smartest, sharpest tool in the brightest bulb in the pack by doing that. I mean, it was. But yeah, he was going, that overpass goes to Silverton, so he was going, his stupid GPS, Silverton's over the mountain, and the idiot followed the dirt roads. So, yeah, some people shouldn't be driving. I like that. I think that looks pretty good. And yeah, it was quite humorous what he did. And I'm glad no one got hurt. He was very, very lucky he didn't get hurt, because, yeah, that was, like I said, you know, it's a long haul down to the bottom of that, where you'd actually stop rolling. And, yeah, I was pretty stupid. But I mean, that, you know, that happens more than person realizes, that, you know, these people, oh, I'll just follow the GPS, and, you know, I don't know if it's ignorance or they're just idiots or something, I don't know. But what do you think? Guys think? I mean, it's different, you know. That's what I'm kind of going for, just a little difference. Trying to, everything. When I was done with the first video, I wadded up everything and stuck it in my cabinet. So apparently it's all wrinkly, which I'm okay with. But yeah, so it was kind of yeah, it wasn't the smartest thing anyone's done, especially in a box truck. I can't believe he made it that far. Here in Colorado, we get a lot of, if you're a native Colorado and you have a reputation of, you know, taking things like cars where they're really not meant to take them, and we've both done that. I've done that a lot. I've taken our front wheel drive little cars places I shouldn't have, but it, you know, that's just what we do here. But yeah, a box truck wasn't the smartest thing. It was funny. We went, and one of my friends from Empire Electric, sorry, he takes old treadle bases and turns them into furniture. And I had my old white sewing machine base, treadle base that I gave it to him. So I went to drop it off, and they're grinning. There was like 4 of them out there. He said, as soon as I got out of the car, he said, "That's the slowest I've ever seen you come in here, Clint." I said, "Yeah." Then I was telling him, I'm sure I told you, well, I know I have, but we got so many new people. Our sheriff is like my big brother, so I call him my big brother, but we've been friends for a long time. And I was coming home, and we're in Dolores County, and he was driving through Montezuma County, and he clocked me. And I didn't know it until I got home, but he texted Chelle and asked if I was all right. And Chelle said, "Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think he's okay. Why?" And he texted her because he's doing the speed limit. And yeah, I've got a very, very well-earned reputation for hauling butt. I get, when I cover such a big area, it was just like, got to get where I got going, and yeah. But it was funny. Is Clint sick? No. Why? Because he's doing the speed limit. I just died when I got home and she told me that. I was thinking, oh, that's just priceless. But one of the empires I stopped. If I'm by myself, I'll stop and BS with the guys because I don't really see them that much since I really don't. Well, I could have went a lot farther on that one, couldn't I? Huh. Well, what happened here? Oh, I'm off. That would be why I didn't. Huh. Well, that's alright, I'll figure. That's alright. I'll just take the piece and get rid of that. Put a thing right there. I've got a lot of stories that, yeah. Hi, babe.
Hi, how's it going?
What do you think?
It's pretty.
I think it's cool. Yeah, it moved on me, so I kind of got something I have to come in and take that out, but I'm okay with that,
Why are you trimming it?
I don't want that tag on there.
Oh.
I always do that. That way you don't have to fight it. See?
Oh. Looks pretty nifty.
I think it looks really cool.
So you probably have enough at top, huh?
Probably. I'll probably put one maybe right here. I might put one right here, actually, and then do one more. And then I'll try to start doing...
Try to rectangle it.
Yeah, I'll try to get it rectangled.
Good plan.
So, what are you doing, beautiful?
I'm still printing.
Oh, she's printing digitals. So... we watch MASH all the time. And, that's what we watch MASH during in bed. It's one of our. Let's see here. Well, it really needs to be. If I was to do it right there, it's not that straight, but okay. If I was to do it here, and then right there, and then I could. Let's see here. Oh, I wouldn't get very much of it if I used that piece. So, I really was kind of wanting more of the, get rid of the salvaging or whatever it's called, because it is awfully, can I do it here? No, I can't do it there. So, let's do it right there maybe. Yeah, let's do it right there. Okay. And I was thinking, Chelle and I always talk about which is the, episode you really hate the most. And there was this one episode, and I do not remember the name of it, but it was a reporter, and I can't remember who the reporter is. Who played the reporter? She played Aggie O'Shea, I think is what the name was. Is something like that. But she is hitting on BJ. And she knows BJ's married. But yet, she still goes after him. And I'm telling you right now, that flat pisses me off. She knows he's married, but yet she's flirting with him.
No, isn't that ridiculous?
And I'm not kidding you. It pisses me off. Because I just don't believe in that. Not one dang bit. And
somebody lusting after someone that's married, I think is totally ridiculous.
yeah. I don't know if that ain't gonna work there, guys. And I don't know, every time I see that episode, and we try not to watch it, but you know how that goes. And it just pisses me off. I just don't get that, you know. It's not right when you have, you know, I just don't get it. But sometimes we're not meant to get things in life. But yeah, that is definitely one that I truly hate to watch. And I'll watch it here and there. The one part too is the way Hawkeye acts, and I just hate it. But we don't watch it that often. Once in a while, I'll watch it. You know, we'll watch it. But I try to fast forward through some of them, and that's definitely one of them I won't watch very often. I don't understand it myself, you know. Yeah, it's just, and I had, you know, I wear Levi's every now and then. I don't wear them as much since we really don't have much of a life, you know. I know that's an odd thing to say. You know, we don't go to church really anymore because of all my pain. But I'd always get gas in Dove Creek, and there was this lady there, and she always, as soon as I walked in, she always looked at my crotch. And God, you talk about feeling like a piece of meat. And I've never been that way, you know. I mean, you know, I'm loyal to Chelle. I mean, you will notice things, and you will notice other, you know, women. But, you know, there's a big difference between lusting after someone and then knowing, you know, noticing someone if they're pretty or, you know. And so it kind of always bothered me that she did that. And she's a very sweet lady. She really was a very nice lady, but just not what I liked, you know, to happen. Let me see. I'm working on such little space here that I just don't have tons of room. And I am, Chelle and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a wood burning video too. I've been thinking about it. So I do want to do a wood burning video for you guys. Since that piece is here, let me. It's on my agenda. Probably it's not going to be a like certain day. You know, if Chelle and I both aren't feeling good, it'll just be one of those days, whenever day. So, huh? Backup video, she just said. So, oh, I like that. What do you think, guys? That really ties it in. Oh, I like it. So that's the bottom. That's pretty straight. I'm gonna need more, but the top. Let me iron this piece one more time, really good. So try to figure out, and then that piece too. Yeah, I like it, guys. This piece needs to be more. Probably leave this piece alone. Build up more here. So let's go through our, you know, I mean, this side's done. We know it's done. So let's take, let me see how much of that I got left. I don't think it's going to be big enough. I guess it could be, though. I love you too, sweets. But yes, just for or whenever video, we have, it's called Aspen Wallwood, and they make interior siding. You know, it's really beautiful, and I've done locates for the owner, and he's really a super nice guy. And I want to go, because I actually have a piece, some of the siding that, you know, wasn't left over from, I think, a construction site we had went to, and I like to burn on it, but I don't have, it's just not very wide. And so I'm going to talk to the owner and just ask him if there's any way I might be able to get some wider pieces of aspen so I can wood burn on it. They have two of them now. There's one in Memphis that it was called the Excelsior plant, and it burned down. But they opened it back up as the Aspen Wallwood place. So I'm gonna just ask him if it would be possible for me to do that. Bless you, sweets. And do some bigger patterns, but not, you know, still want to do the small stuff for but just to give myself some enjoy that. Not perfectly straight. I'm okay with that because, you know, a lot of it's going to be folded over. I can come in and just straighten it out real quick, actually. Come in here, put right here, and just go up right there. There we go. It's pretty straight. I can deal with that. Ow. Boy, my nail is really giving me fits. Gracie, don't scratch, honey. Honey, she's really scratching, babe. We put them pretty nails on. She's got a really bad sore on her neck from her ear. And we don't know what's going on, but she was making it bleed really bad by scratching. So I told Chelle we need to put some of those rubber things on her claws so she can keep scratching but not do any damage. So she's not very happy. She's been really yeah, she's kind of been hiding. I think it really affected her after we put those on. I think it maybe embarrassed her or something. But so we also got, we don't really have, we can have fleas here, but they die come winter time, and so we really don't get them very often. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, she's really itching. So I'm gonna come in and come down just a little bit because this part didn't sew down very well actually. So if I was to do it right there, that's what I'll do. So, you guys know how I am with my trying to make it just right. So.
Put it on and then let it sit for a couple of seconds to hold on to your cat.
Oh, that sounds like a load of fun. I say, I think you can manage, babe. But yeah, so been doctoring her up, but she keeps scratching it. But luckily, like I said, with the stuff on it, she's not really doing any damage. I just feel bad for her. You know how it's because it's scabbed over now, so you know how scabs feel. They're not fun. When I was a kid, I learned to ride a bicycle when I was really young, but I rode a 10-speed when I was really young. And we lived in the mountains at the time we were growing up, and I was out riding. I don't know what happened, but when I woke up, I was covered, my t-shirt was covered in blood, and apparently I had wrecked. I flew over the handlebars, and I skidded on gravel for like 20 feet. So I must have been hauling up pretty good. And yeah, my whole face, on my face. So it was pretty bad. But mom wanted to take me to the hospital, but Dad said, he'll be okay. But luckily it was in the summer, but I was covered in scabs. My whole face was all scabbed up. But I don't know what happened. I blacked out, so must have been pretty bad, blacking out like that. Good. But yeah, Mom was like, get his butt to the hospital, and Dad's like, he's alright. And I was, of course, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, scars show you've lived. So. I don't know, I haven't seen her.
Just checking on you.
Did she do good?
Oh yeah, that was simple. She climbed up in my arm. Maybe that'll help whatever's looking around.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, honey. Okay, let me just want to do that corner, and let me probably get rid of this piece. Gonna have to make a crooked piece, I think, to straighten everything out. Really don't have tons right here. So, let's see, I haven't used this piece yet. So, let me, hungry, I ate cereal, but man, I'm hungry. I got peaches, but man, I tell you what, they're pretty darn sour. They're not ripening very good. Yeah, let's just do that. Let me have a piece maybe about, this is a different color, well, same color, but yeah, it has more black in it. So let's see how that's gonna look right there. And then I'll probably cut it in. That's Artie talking, if you can hear him. Or not Artie, but Wilbur Dude. He's sure been talking. He had, we didn't tell you that. We took him in to get his whacked off, and we got a call from the vet saying that he had his sinuses were really bad, but he had congestion in his lungs. So we, and they couldn't do the surgery, which I thank God. Some vets would have just done it, and whatever happened, happened. And thank God that our vet, she's not that way. But so she gave him an antibiotic shot, and when we, he talked a lot when we were taking him down, but wasn't horrible. We've had cats that were a lot worse talking, and he was such a good boy. And coming home, he just laid there. He wasn't worried about a single thing, wasn't upset or anything, so that was nice. I was really had a very hard time with it. When I took him down, it just didn't feel quite right about it. So I'm glad that she was, that she did that. Oh, there you go, Kara. Broke my bobbin thread there. Okay. So yeah, I was really thankful that she has that. It was funny when we took Artie and a little girl in. Boy, they just loved Artie so much. She was saying how she just adored him. She carried him around the whole time. She just loved Artie. It was so funny. Okay. Let's do. I forgot about where. Yeah, she just adored Artie. But Art's such a love bug. He really is such a. He's just a sweetheart. I sure love that little Artie. We kind of snuggled yesterday. We got to. I got to rock him yesterday, so that was fun. I don't get to rock him as much as he's kind of gotten out of that. But sometimes he still likes to be rocked. So the vet just loved Wilbur's eyes. She thought he had the neatest eyes, and he is so cockeyed. His eyes are not perfectly straight. Oh boy, I guess I should have done that better here. I'm gonna have to re-iron that part right there. Somehow it got bent on me. Pulled it where it didn't need to be. Oh, that kind of looks neat. It kind of goes with the theme of the old barn and stuff. Really, that's got good with it. Yeah, she thought Wilbur's eyes were so neat. But I love his eyes. They're just so funny. This is not straight. That's going to button. There we go. Make sure it's straight. Here we go. As I would say, that one is probably close to being done. Okay, that side's straight. Now we need to do, see what we got here. I haven't had any of this color for a while. I've done more white. So let's bring this part back in somewhere. Probably gonna have to cut it on the bigger mat. Needs to be longer. But yeah, Wilbur's looking so good. You can tell he's definitely feeling better. I'm glad. Love that little guy so much. It's been such a blessing having that little turd in this house, I tell you. My little buddy. Let's see, actually I don't need it. I'm at this side. So remember, I'm doing it, I believe it's a 9.5 by 14. So I definitely need make sure I have enough. Let me try to do like a 2-inch maybe wide strip, and then I can go in from there, roughly go from there, and then scrape or cut some of it off. We'll go right there really well. It's a good spot for it actually. So let's put it right here. That side's pretty straight. Well, we know this side's straight. And we still got quite a bit to go. Okay. Yeah, so I will try to do a wood burning video. I'm just practicing. I really haven't got to do tons of wood burning. Yeah, we've had a few requests for it, and I feel bad because I really haven't got to do much of it lately. With work being so busy lately, and I'm so tuckered out from work that I just really haven't wanted to haven't had a lot of the energy I need. So I'm definitely ready to start again. Like I said, I do need to do ink blenders. I probably will move the lace out. It's been raining here. The monsoon winds have been in, so the rains are back, and it's just been, it poured, Chelle said it, from 9 till around 10:30 or something like that, so off and on. I really don't want to leave it out when it's raining, so, but I need to put it out. I don't want to do it inside. I just don't want to do it no more inside. It's just a mess, and it's just nice to do it outside because the wind kind of, if it's a little breezy, kind of blows that stuff away from your face. So that's one of my goals tomorrow, is to do that probably. I think rain's going to slow down this weekend, I think is what they were saying. So it's going to be a good time to do this. I would have done it this morning, if we weren't having to go to Cortez. I know it makes me so tired, and I'm hurting as it is pretty bad, so I've actually got 2 pain patches on 2 different spots. It's been pretty rough. Yesterday was really rough. So I've been going to do okay. So we need 9.5, so I'm definitely tall enough. There's no two ways about that. I am tall enough. Actually, I'm over the height. I mean, we're looking at 12 inches right now. So if I was to, this is pretty straight. So if I get 12 inches, let's see here. Can I do it, or do I need the other one? Oh, I do need it actually, because, let's see here, if I can just figure out about, well actually I would need more than that, because I gotta have stuff to fold over, because I'm gonna fold this over the inside piece of fabric. So let's see what we got here. I bet if I was to do, even do 11 inches, which would be, man, I ain't got enough room here. Let's see here. Okay, it's pretty close. See, 9.5. If I did 10.5, that would be a 9. That would be about what, a half inch on each side. Yeah, it would be about right, though. Okay. Let's see how long it is. It's definitely not long enough. I'm at 12 inches. It's almost square. Well, that's surprising. So, yeah, it's just over. This is 12, so this isn't straight. You know what? Let me cut this, and it's just, we know we don't really need any more on top. We know we need more on the bottom. So if we was to go and do the bottom and sides, so we really want to make sure we have our signs about where we're gonna, our pattern where we're gonna have. So, okay, here we go. Let's do that. So it's a little bit, I don't mind if it's a little bit crooked because it's just willy-nilly anyway. So we need more here. And I believe we need, let's put this piece. I love this fabric. Actually, I've only got one little piece in there. So this fabric is the fabric I used on my quilting journal. I know most of you, some of you haven't seen it. And that's definitely on my list. I've got things to do it. I just haven't sat down. She printed me a quilting journal pages. And you stick a picture on your oh yeah, that. Take a picture and stick it on the page, and then you can write a few things about it. It's not just quilt. Most of it's going to be quilt patterns, but I'm also putting all my pictures of the junk journals I did, that I've done, and you know, quilt blocks and stuff that I've done, just to kind of keep a record of it, you know. So actually, let's see here. Let's do this here, I think. Now we know that this is crooked, so let's, I'm going to come in, let me see about where I'm going to probably do it. I want to make sure I leave some of that. So do it right here. If I do it right there, I can, I haven't come up with the inside fabric yet either. I need to figure that out. You know what, I'm going to come in just a little bit like that, and I am going to run my ruler on the salvage or whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called. If I do that, so let me, this mat is not the widest mat, so I have to really pay attention to how I'm cutting. Let's just do, I think I'll be okay. For the most part, I should be okay. Oh, you're right. I really didn't have to cut it off. I could have just left like a quarter of an inch and it would have been fine. Chelle's been watching I Love Lucy. I'm not mentioning on newer shows. I like the older shows. They were more cleaner. I just liked the older shows so much better. She bought me Grizzly Adams for Christmas. I haven't watched it yet, but I want to. I loved Barney Miller and MASH and a lot of the other shows back in the 60s and 70s. These are just different. It's not a quarter inch. It's not that big of a deal. Because, you know, I mean, if it was a quilt block that has to be precise, then yeah. But this isn't a quilt block. It's just a sew and flip, so it's not as big of a deal if things aren't exactly perfectly straight. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put interfacing for the book covers, this I'm going to make a bunch of these up. And I will have sticky crap on the top and the bottom that will sell in the store. That way if you guys want any, and you don't have to worry about, you know, having your own sticky crap to put on it. I'll put it on there for you guys and we'll sell them. If I do, this is a, if you do a full size, you only get one out of each. But you can get 2 travel journals out of an actual full size one of those. So I think that's one. Okay. Really, I mean, I think I'm probably, see, here I am. This is, I still got a ways to go lengthwise. So, oh, let me think here. No, that is pretty straight. I'm starting to think that maybe I should do, you know what, if I was to do that, I really, let's see here, see if I can try to get this straight, because it's definitely not a straight thing. Yeah, this piece needs to go. Yeah. If I was to do that, like so, I mean, that's fairly straight. So take this as the straight edge. That's what I'll do. Okay. Let's put some more stuff right here. So this piece needs to be, you know what? I think Chelle said she's going to try to do a couple of videos today, so I don't know. I think it's going to get too hot too fast to be out in the haven, but we'll see. I like bringing those pieces of that fabric in it. It really does add a lot to it. So if we know that this is longer here, you know what, so let me move all my crap real quick and let's try to figure this, straighten this out, and then what I'll do is, this one might run over just a little bit, guys. I really don't want to do another video, so let's do this. Oh, I tell you, it sucks not having a lot of room, but okay. We know that I'm calling this the straight edge, so let's go ahead and let's straighten, take this to it like a, it's not perfect. Okay, so let's, has to be here. Let's do that. That's pretty about right where it needs to be, guys. So let's get this. I moved my sewing machine now. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to straighten it out right here. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to frame this. I got to be careful. My iron's right here and I really don't want to get burnt. But okay. Yep. This is definitely going. Okay, so we got part is straight now. So let's go. This is a straight edge. Let's put this about right here. So I'm not worried about the pattern, guys, whether or not it's straight or not. That is not what I'm doing. So not at all. Okay, so we know by the looks of it, in order for me to straighten this piece out, which actually I need, if I was to do it, well, that's not even close to being on the line, so let's just do, so let's find out. Okay, there's 12 inches, and then, so let's figure, so really and truthfully, that's 12, So I'm going to come in here and, hold on guys, I need my other ruler that's longer, because since I'm not cutting this on a, well, it is what it is. So let's come in, we want to cut it straight. So if I was to do, just do a half right there. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to move that piece. Really. Actually, let's come in. I got to get rid of that piece. I don't want to have it straight. So, 1/8 over. There we go. That should be pretty close. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we know. Let's see here. So, let's see how much I'm gonna have to have. Okay. Not quite. This part isn't straight yet, so I don't know if I could do this, if that would make a difference. I mean, it would make a little bit of a difference if I was to glue it right here. Let's see. That would, and that way it would be like this. Okay, so let's do that. Let me cut this piece off real quick here. I mean, it's about the same, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay. Okay, so let's glue. Oh. Yeah, I'm making a mess now. Well, I already made a mess. So, okay, let's, what'd I do with it? There it is. Oh, it's going to, that ain't it. What happened to, I just had that piece, that wasn't it. No, it's not it. What did I just do with that? Okay, guys. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So I'm going to do it on this piece right here. So I was going to do it, I believe I was going to do it this way. Right? Would that be? No, it would have to go. Let's see here. Let me make sure I get this right before I glue it. So if I was to do it here, that should straighten it right there. And then I'll straighten it out. Okay, let's do that. But yeah, just so you guys know, I'm going to make, yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer video, but I really like to get this at least sewn to the right size and go from there. That way we're able to, we're going to have to cut this piece off. Make it a little bit bigger just to be safe. Right there. Oops, yeah, I'll be alright once I fold it. I'm off right here, it's crooked, but once I actually seam it, it should be fine. So, okay. Try not to, oh, how did I do that? That's a bummer. When I hit this with my cutting mat, and of course it moved it, so oops. Okay. stand up for just a little bit. I really liked, I had a comment about using the scraps and bringing the scraps back in. And I do think that really adds to it. Kind of brings it together and makes it a little bit more cohesive. Boy, I was listening to her watching I Love Lucy, and boy, Desi Arnaz, he sure did have a extremely distinctive laugh. Okay, let's see what it's going to look like. Okay, need my water bottle. Well, that's kind of cool. What do you think, guys? I like that. Come in. See what this. See about what I'm getting now. That would be just shy of 14. And let's see here. I think this is probably a little bit. Just a tad over 14. And let's see here. It's a little crooked, so that's one thing I'm going to have to work on. But I can straighten that up. That is 10. And this is about probably close to that. So it is straight from here to there, which is good. Here, the straggler that came off the one thing real quick. There we go. Really, it's about done, truthfully, guys. It's just, see how it looks real quick. Piece of paper here on my interfacing. Definitely is tall enough. I mean, and it is about long enough, but don't forget we have to have it about an inch. So I'm going to need more here. I'm going to probably come to this point and make it bigger. So that's what I'll do now. Let's see. Let's look at it real quick. See what color we want to bring in. I mean, I could do this piece right here and bring that in. You know what? Let's do that. And then it'd be almost, and then I'll have to do a strip on the top. Probably do it on the top, actually. Okay. Much longer than I need, so let me, you know, I'm just going to do it no matter what. So I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice more of it, and then that way I'm going to get what I want out of it. So, oh. Yeah, come in and look at it, baby? They said you need to come in and look at it. Wait a minute. Something's not right. Hold on. Really? Oh, that's right. Is it? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Okay. Oh, some days, guys, my mind doesn't work. That little piece there is throwing my eye off, and I'm thinking I'm really, really crooked. Yes, I know it's a little bit crooked, but I didn't, I mean, it's really like, why are you, so, okay, whoops. Nice thing about my glue is it is water soluble, so it actually washes out in the water. So, let me let that sit just for 1 second and take a drink.
Oh, how's it going?
Well, I'm actually almost done. Right now I'm just straightening it out.
Yeah.
What do you think, huh? I like it. I think it looks really cool.
I like it. Keeping track of your time.
I'm a little over. I'm actually right at an hour right now. But I told them I was going over because I needed to get this done first. So that's kind of my goal. And this piece is not right. I'm going to go sit down. My back is starting to really get bad again. But I do put, if you guys have a lot of pain, like in your back or something, but you can pinpoint it, you know, I've been using, they're called lidoderm or lidocaine patches for years. And they really help. Oh, man. Dang it. Who? Oh, I was figuring that's who you were talking to. It moved on me. I knew I shouldn't have. There we go. You know what? Let me. No sense of fighting all that. Get it started real quick now. Yeah, if you can pinpoint like a spot in your back, like this is where it's hurting, you can actually stick these lidoderm patches on your back, on that spot, or wherever on your leg, or I've actually put them on the soles of my feet before, because my feet get hurting so much. And I tell you, they really help deaden that pain. You can only have them 12 hours. You can have 3 of them on. They actually do over-the-counter ones, but they're not the same strength as a prescription one is. But boy, they do help. So I have 2 of them. I have one in my bottom and then one in my middle of my back. So Chelle tapes them on me. With me, I move around so much that they will come off if you don't tape them. It's not too bad if you put fabric tape on, or like a paper tape, a gentle tape. Stick really well. I tell you, they do help with the pain, that's for sure. Okay, now this one we're going to have to get the other mat out because, oh man, oh well. It is what it is. I don't want to crook it right at the very end, but that's alright because it's going to be gone anyway. So, okay, so let me get my big mat out real quick. Okay, got my glue. Okay, let me, okay. Okay. Iron it first, and then let me figure this out, how I'm going to do this. I don't need to cut that piece off, it's on the inside anyways. Just want to make sure. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this now. Oh, you know what, this is not good. So, move my thing real quick. Bad thing is it's gonna be... Okay, let's go there. Let's do that. That isn't completely straight. I will straighten it out. Kind of crooked right there. But this should work. So, I'm just now at 10, so I'm going to have another piece. So let me get this one. And that's not my big ruler. There's my big ruler. So, figure out about where we're going to be. Go ahead and cut this piece off. Okay. Should be good for there. Okay. Go. See what's going to happen if I do this. Definitely a little crooked there, but you know, let's see what the measurement is. Okay. I'll go ahead. Let's do right there. And really want to straighten this out. So If it's 14, which would be right here, if I was to do, let's do 15, and I'll add a strip over there. Let's do, okay, let me think here. This is 14, which would be about right here, right?
Hi, baby.
Hi, beautiful. So, yeah, 14 is right there. So I would need, let's do 15. That should give me a half of the what I need. So let's do it here. Roughly, I want to make sure it's straight. Sorry, my beard and my hair. Okay, so let me find my ruler here. Yes, okay. Be careful, I don't want to cut the iron. So if I was to do 14 and a half, that would give me a little bit of that white left, and then go from there. Put a little strip. Okay, now that should be straight, guys. Okay, so let's see here. We know that that is, okay. So it's not that straight, but actually it needs to be straighter. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure we straightened this piece out for the most part. Yeah, I think we did. So I'm going to come in and let's do 11. Yeah, let's do 11. That will get rid of that one piece I'm not very happy with. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of that piece. Just don't have a lot of room for my mouth. Okay. Okay, so we know bottom straight, so let's put that here, and straighter. I guess it's not perfect straight, but that's all right. So I'm at 10, I think is what I'm at 11 inches right now. So I know I'm going to have, I can make 11 inches work. Let's see how much I need on the other side to make, I'm at 14 and a half, roughly, about that. So I definitely need, so I have, let's see here, what do we got? Let's see what this piece has. I really think I want to do this piece. So let me come in, and I'm just gonna, I know it's too long, I'm okay with that. So let's come in. What does that mean? Oh, it just beeped at me. So I'm going to come in, let's bring it, if I do that, about 2.5, or about, yeah, 1.5. Let's do that. Let's take this piece. Okay. Now we can bring it all in, and we're good. So I really should be about done with that. So let me put it on this side. So where did I do with it? The strip I just had, I moved it, and of course there we go. Okay. So we know we need something right here. So let's go ahead. Where's my glue at? There's my glue. I'm going to go ahead and do it just a tad longer. Come in and cut. Go. Okay, move that here. Now I'm trying to move all my crap back. I'll make this my very last seam. And then we'll iron it and then show it to you, and then we'll be done. I got like like I said, I still got to figure out my inner fabric. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. So that will come to me. Think about it. Tell you, these hand crank sewing machines are a little hard to control sometimes, but it sure is fun using the old sewing machine. Okay, that back, sprayed, and okay. Pattern, here we go. Okay, it should be just about right, guys. My sewing machine, get this. So it should be just, yeah, I mean, yeah, we got plenty of room on the edges. Not as much on the top, but I'm okay with that. So that's, hon, I'm done. Yeah, come and look real quick. You have to let me know what you guys think about it. I kind of think it turned out really cool. I really do. I like it. Like I said, I don't have tons on the top and the bottom. And I could sew another strip, you know, a thin half-inch strip. And I might do that. We'll see how hard it is to fold it over. It'll probably be okay. What do you think?
Ooh, I like it. Is that gonna fit?
What? It's done. See?
Oh, is that a regular size?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I thought you were gonna center that
well, it is
in the
centered.
front.
Yeah, I didn't. And I'm okay with that. You don't tell me you're not okay with it?
I didn't say a word.
Well, I could move it over and take this edge and put it on that edge. So, yeah, I think it's going to work out really good. I'm going to move it over. Chelle suggested that it be over here, and I agree with her. I think that would look better than having it folded in the center, because that really is the focal point, I guess. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, come in, measure there, and then I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to sew it right there, and we'll be done. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you guys for visiting, and we'll talk to you later. Cut jeans.
Bye, guys.